Divorcing my husband turned out to be the biggest mistake of my life, one I'll never stop regretting. I never imagined the backlash that would follow. Hi, Reddit. Eyes Plus here. If I could give anyone a single piece of advice about divorce, it would be this. Don't do it. Not unless your spouse is abusive or a danger to your children. Unless something truly unbearable is happening, take a long, hard look at what you're about to end. Because once you do it, there's no going back. My story isn't one of those cheerful, empowering tales about freedom after divorce. I wasn't escaping cruelty or neglect. The truth is, I was running from something I didn't realize was of my own making. For 8 years, my husband and I built a life together. It wasn't perfect, but it was good. We had 4 beautiful kids. We loved each other, or at least we used to. Then, 5 years into our marriage, I got promoted. It was a huge step up, and suddenly I was earning more than he was. The rush of success hit me hard. I started seeing myself differently, thinking maybe he was holding me back. I began to crave more excitement, more achievement, more of everything. Meanwhile, his work hours were cut, so he spent more time at home with the kids. At first, I told myself it was temporary, but soon resentment crept in. I hated that he got to be with our children more than I did. I came home angry over the smallest things, the messy kitchen, undone dishes, dinners not made how I wanted. It didn't matter that he was trying. Nothing he did was ever enough for me. Deep down, I was furious with myself, but I took it all out on him. And when my resentment reached its peak, I found comfort in someone else, a man from work. It began as harmless flirting, quick texts, and inside jokes, but it escalated fast. Before I knew it, we were sneaking off to meet in secret. I told myself my husband no longer made me happy, that I deserved this, that I had a right to feel alive again. The worst moment came one evening after a long day. I came home to a spotless house. My husband had cleaned everything, cooked dinner, and picked out a movie for the family. Instead of feeling grateful, I felt rage. I couldn't even look at him. I faked being sick, locked myself in the bedroom, and texted the other man while my husband brought me soup and checked on me. Gentle, patient, loving me like I was someone worth caring for. Over the next few months, nothing he did was right. I belittled him, picked fights over nothing, ignored his efforts, and watched him crumble. And the truth? I wanted him to. I wanted him to break, so I could justify leaving. Then he found out about the affair. I'll never forget his face. The way his eyes filled, but the tears wouldn't fall. How I stood there, stone cold, refusing to apologize. He begged me to stay, to try to fix what we had. But I'd already decided. I was done. I filed for divorce. In the days leading up to it, I posted online, soaking up validation from strangers. You deserve better, they said. Live your best life. I believed them. I let their cheers drown out the guilt. It felt empowering to have people support me while I tore my own family apart. The divorce went through easily. My husband barely fought back. He was too heartbroken to even argue. And I felt free, liberated. The high of independence was intoxicating. For about a month, then reality hit me like a train. I missed garbage day 3 times in a row. Dishes piled up. Laundry overflowed until I had to sniff clothes to see if they were wearable. My kids, God, my kids, were miserable. My oldest stopped speaking to me after learning about the affair. The younger ones begged to live with their dad. And seeing him again, that was the worst part. I'd call him to help when I couldn't keep up. Every time he came over, he'd quietly clean the house, cook for the kids, fold the laundry, and then leave without saying a word. I could see the life draining from his eyes, little by little. One night, after he took out the trash I'd forgotten again, I stood there in the driveway and asked, "Do you think we can ever try again?" He looked at me, eyes wet, and whispered, "I don't know if I can. The pain's been too deep for too long. I can't trust that you won't do it again." That moment broke me, because it was then I realized what I'd done. I had destroyed a man who only ever tried to love me. I'd torn apart a family that didn't need fixing. I thought I was chasing happiness, but I was really running from myself. If you're reading this and thinking about divorce, please, for the love of God, Stop and think. Don't make my mistake. Don't throw away something beautiful just because you believe there's something better out there, because once it's gone, it's gone. And I'll spend the rest of my life living with that truth.